Hi, welcome back. We're doing another edition of our Infinterest Success Training. Today we are featuring Michelle Onufer with Stone Art Designs Co. And I have had the pleasure of working with almost every event so far that we've done. Mm-hmm. You have been the star of the show, and so we were really excited to bring you in to this event today to give us some of your tips and tricks about how you set up your display and showcase all your products, and a little bit about how you engage with customers, because you do such a good job of blending into the house and engaging with home buyers in just the perfect way. So,
well, thank you.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm happy to go over it.
Yeah, absolutely. We kind of took a little walk through the house and we were scoping out a couple different spots where her setup might fit in really well. And I've worked with her enough, I know kind of some of the things she's looking for, but the area that I picked out was actually not the best fit for today. And that's part of what we're trying to help teach about, is that walking into a house, it might be the first time that you see it in person. So trying to have that flexible mindset of ooh, where do I want to bring extra attention? Where can I fit in where I'm not blocking off a pathway or
absolutely, yeah,
causing a distraction? So this was the area. There's just this blank spot here, a beautiful window that I think would end up featuring her boxes really, really well. So,
yes.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
So one of the first things I do when I walk into a house is I actually ask the agent how many bed and how many bath the house is. That way I know what the square footage is and how many options I have. And then I'll take a walk around the house, and sometimes I go into one room and that's repelling to me, or it is the perfect space, and typically something with a full window or being underneath a light like we have above is the best option.
Yeah. No, I totally agree. And sometimes it depends on the staging too. If there's maybe a bedroom, but it has the bed taking up the whole space and there's not really room, but there might be a second bedroom that isn't as staged. We're just trying to find the optimal places. So we'll check back in once we get all set up and kind of walk through how the process actually worked for Michelle.
Yes, I'm gonna get all set up now.
Okay, so here we are. That took about 5 minutes?
Super quick setup, yeah.
Super quick, yeah. I love that you're able to scale things down and just have it be easy peasy. These events are a couple hours max, so you don't want to spend a couple hours setting up just to tear back down. And I think you have really, really dialed that process in really well.
I feel like the height of the table has made people feel more comfortable looking at my product. When they walk by, they kind of don't have to look down like they're looking. Some people are just pass buyers. They want to finish looking at the house because that might be what they're actually there for. And then they come back and they actually have already caught an eye on a rock that they like. So then they come by and they say, oh, I already knew I wanted that one. And then the Venmo, like Ali pointed out, is a simple version of payment. Someone can just scan it and it's electronic payment. It goes right back to my phone, or people do cash, and I always have cash on me. And then Ali also highlighted the height of everything, and the color is something that I know that people eye catch. So when they're coming by, they look at it and they notice that my table is really bright, and so I do try to pick areas that don't already have a lot of color. That's another spot in picking the best area, is something that doesn't already have a lot of color, because it's going to take away from my rock designs, which are all really colorful, every single one of them.
Mm-hmm. That's a really good point. I wasn't realizing the extent to which you were factoring in all of those different decision points. And I think you touched on the sales part too, because you do amazing. You're really, really great with sales. People love purchasing from you, but I love that even on the days when maybe there aren't as many sales, you're still able to offer custom work, or people can follow up with you if they had something in mind.
Yeah, I do have people that literally just grab business cards and then they say, I'll check you out online, or they grab my business card and then when they see me again, they already know that those are my cards, and they put two and two together. They've seen me on display before, and then they come and they buy a rock the second time around.
I love it. Yes.
Yeah.
And as I'm promoting for open houses, being able to say, that you specifically are going to be there, it's just super fun, because it builds that repetition, and people know, yay, maybe
and they recognize my rocks.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a really cool part, is that
Yeah.
I've had people be like, I've seen you at an open house before, or I have a sticker on my car that has my label name, and they'll be like, I know you're inside because I saw your car outside. And I'm like, okay, that's really awesome. People are recognizing my product. And then also, like Ali highlighted, about the maker, I have had people just read that and they think that that's cool and my display, and they're not interested in buying a rock, but they like my story.
Yeah, and maybe, yeah, follow on social media or support you in other ways.
Yes.
And I love that I can always count on you to have a really fun but professional setup here
Yes.
too. I feel like it blends in so many different types of homes and different parts of the home. So it's cool to have a really flexible display, and something that's so condensed like this really could work well. I mean, it didn't work well with the photography today, but little alcoves or so the side of a dining room, just any little nook, or even if it's a larger room, being able to be the star of the room.
Yes, I have showcased my rocks on displays that are already happening in the house, like a table, a bar, a kitchen island, all those things I have displayed on so far, and they work just as well as my table that I have if I don't have those options already available. Yeah.
No.
I love what I do.
I love that you love what you do, and yeah, you've really been killing it at our open house pop-up shop. So I appreciate you being here.
Yes, of course. I'm happy to be a part of the experience and Infinterest just as a whole.